Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. Albion is having a concert series, and it's swinging at the Shell. And this concert series is free. Hey, the Air Force Band of the Midwest is performing on July 3rd, Sunday at 6 o'clock. And thanks to Castor Concepts, Parks Drugstore, Team One Plastics, and the Albion Community Foundation for making this concert series a free event, and that's Swinging at the Shell in Albion.
From the Air Force to the Marine Corps, from the U.S. Marine Corps Recruiting Command, we welcome Sergeant Alexander Wilson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Semper Fi, thank you for your service.
I appreciate your support, sir.
You are stationed here in Jackson.
I am.
Tell us a little bit about the assignment, how long you've been here, what the typical term is.
So I'm currently serving as a Marine recruiter. The typical term usually looks like 3 years, so it's a 36-month tour. During that 36 months, it's my job to come out and find the most qualified individuals to be a part of one of the greatest fighting forces in the nation.
How do you do that? What's a lot of you have to reach a lot of parents, a
Absolutely.
lot of kids. Talk a little bit about what that process is like, actually bringing in and talking to young people.
So it honestly starts in the community.
Mm-hmm.
So first and foremost, it's very important for us to get out to the community, talk to the young men and women, talk to the parents, and then kind of just reach out, put out a hand, say, hey, we're here. We have a lot of great things that we can offer you as far as the military is concerned, and look for the most qualified.
If I was going to join the Armed Forces, I would join the Marine Corps.
Exclusive.
Because I've already been to Marine Corps boot camp
Okay.
in San Diego.
Is that right?
Yeah, a few years ago, they invited us to go for a week. We stayed a week there. Mm-hmm. It was a media thing. They wanted to show off the experience, and I was so impressed. It's amazing to me how someone is transformed from just an average teenager into just an incredible man or woman. It's amazing.
Absolutely. The transformation is actually very special. I hold the Marine Corps very near and dear to my heart. I remember my first day stepping on the yellow footprints at MCRD in Camp Pendleton, and from that moment on, from the moment that I stepped foot on that installation, I knew that I was going to be a different person.
Yeah.
And then graduating, I could go back. It's really amazing.
You and I have chatted a few times before, so I know it's a passion of yours. What was it? Do you remember what led you to joining the service?
So I'll be honest with you. So I actually used to work in the oil field prior to the Marine Corps.
Okay.
I'm from Alaska, so I worked in the Alaska oil field. And honestly, I just woke up one morning and knew that I wanted to do something different.
That's cool.
That's no kidding. I shot up out of the rack, shot up out of the bed, and I said, I'm done. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I asked to go home. I took a flight back into Anchorage, Alaska, and I walked right into a Marine recruiting station. And I said, hey, I'm here. I want to be a Marine.
That's awesome.
And then the rest is history, honestly.
It was, to me, just witnessing the change because during that week, we saw people step off the bus
Mm-hmm.
and get yelled at. And then we saw people at the end,
Mm-hmm.
once they had completed, what's the name of the mountain?
Oh, the Crucible.
The Crucible.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And
You did not do all of the tasks.
I
can tell you that.
I
right
crawled under, with a rifle, I crawled under the barbed wire.
Right.
It was, I did it all. Yeah, I ate the food. After the Crucible, the way people eat, it's like they've never eaten before in their
Oh, yeah.
lives.
You're hungry.
Yeah.
You are hungry.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
But they go up on the mountain and they let them, they're on their own.
Yeah.
They have to survive. It's a wilderness.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the point of kind of going up on the mountain, or what I gathered from it, is it's like a new beginning. You're up there with all the individuals that were just as motivated as you were to become United States Marines. And you're standing up there, it's about 06 in the morning, and you're watching the sun come over the mountain. And then your drill instructor stands in front of you and hands you your Eagle Globe and Anchor and says, hey, welcome to the Brotherhood,
Yeah.
you made it.
Yeah.
And that is a very transforming. I get a little emotional speaking about it, because I remember when my drill instructor handed me my Eagle Globe and Anchor, and I knew that I'm a Marine now,
Yeah.
and I'm off to better things.
How important is it for people to understand that you are a part of the community? It's not, you're not always in uniform. You go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
You are regular guy outside of course, your career. How important is that the community sees you both inside of work and outside of work?
It's very, very important. That's a really great question there. It's very, very important because there are two sides of this. Yes, I am a Marine representative, but I also am a human being underneath this uniform.
Mm-hmm.
I am Alexander Wilson. I do, have a 2-year-old son. I do thoroughly enjoy going to school and going to the gym and, barbecuing and, just being a human, Yeah, very important.
You go to the gym, right?
I do, absolutely. I try to make it 6 times out of the week, but...
Oh my gosh.
The first thing on when you arrive at the training center, there's a sergeant who welcomes you. And he says, they line them all up, and he says, empty your pockets, take everything out of your pockets. And you hear little things drop, like wallets and stuff.
Absolutely.
Phones, and then he says, no, I mean everything out of your pockets. And you don't hear anything. And then he says, including condoms. And then you hear some more stuff fall on the floor. Screaming, why are you bringing condoms to Marine Corps?
That's funny.
It's pretty funny. And then they line them up at the end, and there's a bank of phones with a script. And they call, hi, Mom or Dad, I'm here, I'm fine. I won't talk to you for 6 weeks. Goodbye.
Yeah. That's just to ensure, that they made it to like Paris Island or, MCRD.
Right. Yeah, because parents, you are worried about your kids
Yeah,
because no matter
absolutely.
what, you want to make sure that they are safe. I've talked to some people who have came home from Camp Pendleton and similar stories to you, just the amount of accomplishment and the sense of pride they feel. Something they hadn't felt in the past. It's really an amazing experience.
Absolutely. Like personally, I've gained a lot from the Marine Corps. I really have. I'll be honest with you, I don't know who I would be without it.
That's cool.
It's given me a lot of like direction and like what I want to do and what I want to contribute to this world. And it's like formed me not only to the man that I am, but the Marine that I am today, honestly.
No, I think the whole country should be run by the Marine Corps.
That's
I
not
mean,
a
really,
bad idea.
it's amazing what kind of an organization it is and what kind of people Marine Corps people are. It's
No doubt.
amazing. We are with Sergeant Alexander Wilson from the United States Marine Corps. More with the Sergeant after this.
Hi, I'm Richard King. I've been working on cars for over 38 years, and 10 years of that has been here in Jackson. I'm an ASE certified master technician. What makes King's Auto different from the rest out there is that we take the time to diagnose the cars properly the first time around. We fix what the others can't. Whether it's an oil change or head gasket repair, wheel bearings and spark plugs, King's Auto and Truck will get you in and out and get it done right the first time around. So bring your car or truck over here to King's Auto and Truck, 4114 East Michigan Avenue in Jackson.
Hamanati's Frosty Boy of Vandercook Lake. We have what it takes to keep you cool all summer long. Great flavors, excellent selection. Hamanati's Frosty Boy of Vandercook Lake, here to serve your ice cream needs.
Searching for medical supplies can be a challenging aspect of the healthcare system, but with help from Brown's Advanced Care Medical Supplies, you can set your worries aside. Our expert staff takes the time to give each of our customers the personal attention they deserve and are trained to find the right products for each individual. If you can't come to us, then let our delivery team come to you to help set up your supplies so you can get back to what really matters, living your life. Brown's Advanced Care Medical Supplies. Locally owned, locally operated, locally loved.
Come along with JTV and Experience Jackson and get to know or reintroduce yourself to some of the best Jackson County has to offer. Join Andy and Rachel as they tour the county interviewing and highlighting Jackson on a visit with Experience Jackson. Whether it's golf, museums, hotels, or events, we'll give you some great ideas on how to spend time in Jackson. Watch on JTV.tv, YouTube, and Experience Jackson social channels.
Honey, I am so excited we got this house.
Well, that sounds strange.
That's not good.
Oh, look, they left chocolate sprinkles in the cabinet. I love chocolate sprinkles.
That's not chocolate. That's mouse poop. Don't eat it.
Gross.
Wash your hands.
Ouch. They had the hot water faucet on the wrong side.
And why is there a gas water heater in our bedroom?
I'm Andy Bloom with Pillar to Post Home Inspectors. You should always get a home inspection. Call me.
Now is Extreme's Ram Make the Switch event. Did you know you can custom order a new Ram for less than buying one, and you'll have it in 10 to 12 weeks? Also, have you seen the new Jeep lineup? Lease prices are great this month. Finally, the Extreme buying team would like to purchase your vehicle. Extreme pays top market value. It's easy, safe, and you get paid on the spot. Visit Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson or online at extremedodge.com.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a real estate expert to find the right 2,000 square feet in a neighborhood.
We've got a cruise in this Friday, sponsored by the DDA. There'll be live music at the Michigan Theater, if it rains, but it's not going to, so it'll be outside. Concert and cruise in, 5 o'clock to 9, and that is June 24th. Hope to see you down here.
It's going to be hot. We have with us Sergeant Alexander Wilson from the United States Marine Corps. Great to have you with us. And
Thank you.
again, thank you for your service. Of course.
Absolutely.
It's just amazing the sacrifice that people in the military give to serve our country, and I can't thank you enough.
Can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Especially with what we see going on, or what we hear on the news, going on in Ukraine. It's just amazing, and of course, a lot of the news that we get about things that happen overseas, and you guys are there a lot of the times.
Yeah, first to fight.
Now, because I had that experience at the Marine Corps Recruiting Center, and one thing that struck me was how short a term of service is for most Marines. It's 3-4 years and they're out, and I thought, man, and it's on purpose, isn't it? That you're bringing new people in, and then people move on after the Marine Corps.
Yeah, absolutely. It just kind of really depends on the person and how long they're willing to stay in. So, for example, I'm on my second contract because I absolutely fell in love with this. Honestly, I absolutely fell in love with it. The Marine Corps has been really, really good to me. Really, really good to me. A lot of people, they come in and they do their 3-4 years and they say, okay, that was good. But there are those out there that want to continue to serve and continue to be a part of.
I'm too old.
Unfortunately,
that's funny. So
it's a young person's game.
It is, and it probably.
You're too old.
I am too old. Yeah, believe it or not, I think I am too old. Now, parents, kids growing up, they're aware of the armed services. They're probably not sure, right? Parents, unless parents had served or were a part of the military, maybe they're not sure. What would you say how do you know if it's right for that individual?
honestly, it's something that's ingrained in you.
Okay.
It's one of those things where you just know, for example, when I took a look at the Marine Corps, recruiting station, I knew in my heart, that this is what was meant to happen for me. Others, it's all about the conversation. Maybe they don't know. Mm-hmm. And maybe we need to sit down and, one, inspire, and two, maybe bring up the idea of what the armed services can do for you. So it all kind of just starts with that conversation, that initial contact. It's super important to have the family, mom and dad involved in, such a big decision like this, and also, with the applicant or the individual,
people have to make the decision too if they decide they want to join the armed forces, which branch. And I think a lot of the decision is made based on what the uniform and the sword. You get a sword in the Marines.
There are different things that draw you to each
Absolutely.
one.
Why did you pick the Marine Corps?
I personally chose the Marine Corps because I wanted a challenge. Like, I honestly wanted to stand at the tip of the spear. I really did. And, you know, you look at the United States Marine Corps, like, we are absolutely ancient. We've been around for 244 plus years. And I wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to wear this uniform. I wanted to be able to call myself a United States Marine, you know.
What are some skills that maybe that you wouldn't think of that you know, you've kind of picked up along your career, whether it be being able to talk to anyone or things like that?
Being able to talk to anyone is a really good one. I was always kind of, I don't want to say shy about talking to people, but kind of shy to talking to people. But now that I'm a Marine, like, it brings a lot of great things. And one of the biggest things that I've reaped from the Marine Corps is confidence. The ability to be able to stand in front of people and talk and speak as a professional to people.
Did you have a different TDY, and will you have a different one after the recruiting command ends? Yeah, tour of duty.
So yeah, it really depends. So I can either stay as a recruiter, depending on how I do, which is called like a lateral move, which is switching to become a career recruiter, or I will go back to my military occupational specialty, which is a military police officer.
I thought TDY was a Marine Corps term.
It clearly is not.
People
It clearly was
maybe
not.
they stopped using that.
Possibly.
PX, that's a Marine. I know PX.
PX, yeah, is the store where we buy all of our foods and stuff,
Okay, good. Well,
I remember some things.
yeah. So if you see Sergeant Wilson in the community, welcome him. Part of Jackson, part of the area now. So
Thank you.
Happy to have you here, and best of luck as you find your way around Jackson. And I know we'll see you at some community events as well.
You most certainly will.
Sergeant Alexander Wilson from the U.S. Marine Corps Recruiting Command with us today on The Morning Show. Up next, we're going to preview a great tradition, the Uncle Phil's Barbecue. Stay tuned.